behavioral methods such as attention and looking at emotion. Neuroimaging illustrated with functional MRI, impossible to be conducted with small animals as well. Electrophysiology done in the mouse and in humans. The animal paradigms illustrated, the genetic, looking at families and engineered mice, and then moving to the cellular molecular. So there's multi-level of analysis that are required to be able to conduct this translational research in schizophrenia. The challenges that we face is that we need to focus within schizophrenia on a specific behavioral domain that is translatable. This is the only way to systematically approach, and different laboratories choose the area of interest to them, but there are very similar paradigms that are really applied. You could hear from the previous talk and in this talk and in alcoholism. You zoom in on a particular region. Then what is important is to look across disorders. Comorbidity exists. Alcoholism exists in patients with schizophrenia. Why? It is likely related to the underlying pathophysiology. And if we look at cognition, the deficits that we see in schizophrenia are not unique just to schizophrenia. They're evident in other disorders. If we look at social cognition, what is similar between schizophrenia and autism is one of the areas that we study in collaboration with the IRTG between Penn and Aachen University.